Hello, lovely viewers. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. And you are welcome once again to the Relationship, Love and Marriage Show, the RLM Show. Join us on Facebook, Baptist Ghana, and on YouTube, the First Baptist Church, Kumasi, Akotialai. My name is Richard, and I'll be your host for today. And with me today, I have Mr. Jeff Labi, or Mr. Jeff Olabi. Thank you and welcome today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richard.
And today we'll be discussing communication in courtship. Communication in relationship, sorry. So without wasting much time, Mr. Jeff, when we talk about communication in relationship, what comes in mind? What is communication in relationship?
Well, basically, there's no. Let me put it this way: there's no one accepted definition or one binding answer to this question that will say, okay, this is only what communication is about. But basically, since we are talking about communication, it has to do with both partners having time for each other to delve into issues about anything concerning the relationship, which has to do with, be it finance, be it the spiritual life, since we are Christians, be it the spiritual life, anything concerning the relationship. So basically it has to do with having an effective and efficient way of sharing information between the two of you, because it's very paramount. If there's no communication in relationship, not even in a relationship, wherever we find ourselves, so far as we exist, we have to communicate with each other. So in as much as communication is important in every setting, so is it very, very important in our lives, and much more in a relationship. So basically that's what it is about. I will say is the efficient and effective way of sharing information and ideas about anything that has to do with a relationship.
Okay, thank you very much. Sharing information between the both parties.
Yes, and it has to be efficient and effective.
Okay, thank you very much for that definition. So how important is it, communication in relationship? When you guys, how is it important? How important? What are the importance of communication in relationship?
Well, there are a lot, but let me pick the essential ones I think will help all of us today. Now, as I said earlier on, it has to be effective and it has to be efficient. One of the benefits of it is that it helps the partners to know each other very well. Because if you don't communicate often, you are not going to know about each other the more. And when there's a gap in communication, then there will be problems. So when you communicate often, one of the things is that it helps you to know even where the relationship is going, because it's more or less like a newborn baby with the mother. When there's not that kind of let's say feeding from the mom, let's say a newborn child needs breast milk to be able to grow. That's what it needs. That's what the baby needs at that early stage of life. So at that point in our relationship, we need to communicate often so that we can even know where the relationship is heading on. Another benefit of it is that it helps you to know what is right and what is wrong. Because you can't just be in a relationship and be thinking that, okay, everything is going on well. Maybe there are some things that your partner is doing that you don't like. If there is no effective and efficient communication, there are going to be issues, because there needs to be the time where both of you have to sit down. Okay, these are some of the things you are doing that I think is not going to help our relationship. Okay, so I think going forward, if you do this, if you do that, it's going to make our relationship more lovely. If you do this, I think it's going to ruin our relationship. So those are some of the advantages of communication in our relationship. It helps us to know ourselves much more. It helps us to know the direction in which the relationship is going, as to whether it's going to work or not. So those are some of the benefits I would say that are in a relation